everybody? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. I want to thank y'all again for returning. For those of you who are new to my channel, thanks for clicking on this video, and y'all be sure to check out my other videos. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that has crossed my mind and might have, many of y'all may have thought about it, based upon things that have gone on recently, or the way many of people that we see coming out or coming about, or may have always been around, but because of the way technology is developing and things of that nature, that the discussion is come up about people becoming or not identifying as a specific gender, or just being gender neutral, not saying they're, male or female, just prefer to be non-gender, or even the term popping up of being assigned a gender. Basically saying like as if, you can pick and choose what your gender is, whether you're male or female. And I feel that this is something that, as a theory I have, is going to become more prevalent. This is something that we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg, especially with them being able to do these gender assignment surgeries. You can change your sex. You can get artificial parts, just stuff like that, that gives people more of a capability of being able to be something that they aren't. Hormone therapy, or I don't want to say gene therapy, but I'm pretty sure it'll go to that eventually, as far as gene splicing, so to speak, or playing with genes, or changing the baby's gender, which I think they're playing around with that right now, which is just out there. And I think when you deal with the natural order of things, especially with the genetics and birth of a child, even though it might be possible, something's still going to end up, it's still going to be problematic as far as, end results. There's going to be issues with this person, ultimately, just by playing with the the DNA structure, so to speak. So I believe, I'm thinking, I sit back and I think about things like this, and it's more like human beings are attempting to be more androgynous, being where when you look at them, either you can't tell whether they're male or female, or it's really confusing. A lot of times I see a lot of these women with makeup on, and you happen to come across a channel where a woman's doing makeup, or you just see someone on television or a picture or a photo, social media, and you think to yourself, like, is that a man or is that a woman? That line is getting blurred, where it's hard to tell, like, who is this, a man or a woman? And you got a feeling of like, am I supposed to be attracted? If I'm a straight heterosexual person, I'm still attracted to this person, but at the end of the day, that person may look like a certain sex but be something else, and obviously because of procreation and things of that nature, reproducing of humans, it always has been an original male and a female. It's always been that way. In order to reproduce, it requires a male and a female. But we have the advent of the transgender person. One of the most popular ones being Bruce Jenner. Was it RuPaul? I don't want to say anything wrong about these people, but you had LGBT and things of that nature. You do your own thing. Society allows that. And with this assigned a gender, being assigned a gender, you have celebrities identifying as non-specific, or putting this appearance, I guess, of crossing the lines in fashion, the Jaden Smiths, a lot of other models, who are identifying or who are wearing, Young Thug wearing females' clothes, but still identifying as a heterosexual person, But what you do in your bedroom is your own thing. But what I'm saying is, I feel that with identifying as non-gender specific, there's going to come a point where, the government may even do this, where they'll say you'll either be considered a donor or a birther. That meaning they won't ask for your, on questionnaires and stuff like that, they won't ask for your sex. They'll just ask whether you're a donor or a birther, whether you're able to have children as this person, or you're able to provide the seed, so to speak, to create a child. Hence originally male or female, the donor and the birther. I just gave it that term, because I just think that it's going to come to something similar to that, where you won't even be asked whether you're male or female. Bathrooms are going to be the same. Men and women, boys and girls are both going in the same bathroom. It's gotten to the point now where male and female are both playing the same sport. You have men fighting women in MMA and things of that nature. And, I don't think it's likewise, but you have men that are, consider themselves transgender. This is a man with hormones, with testosterone. Even though he might be taking estrogen hormone therapy, but his body naturally produces testosterone, which makes him naturally stronger than a female, but he's fighting a female in a ring. In other sports like that, where, where the man obviously has an edge over the woman, but they're able to compete and still be called a woman. No matter what you do, you're not going to change your DNA coding, and your body is still going to produce this testosterone. It's, if you're trying to change this after birth, something that's already there. So with this whole donor and birther thing, unless they come up, and technology can only go so far. People think you're getting to the point where, you'll be able to create an artificial womb, and somehow, babies are, something like the Matrix or something like that, where babies will be born in a laboratory or something like that. But it's they say you never know, you can't say what's can happen or can't happen, but as far as reproducing a seed from scratch, fertilizing this seed and cultivating it in a lab to grow in an artificial womb, it's it's complex. It's so complex. And if they were to somehow do it, because right now you can't even create a cell. A cell is that complex on its own, just to create one cell from scratch. To be able to create an entire human being from scratch, now that's some power right there. That I think mankind will never be able to do that, even though a man claims he's smarter and tends to be pretentious, when it comes to things like that he'll be able to do these things. He's successfully done cloning, but that's just copying off someone's paper. When it comes to actually creating something from scratch, even down to a fly, wouldn't be able to do it. And this is written. So a lot of that stuff, I within the next, few years, I think we're going to see a lot more of it. Schools are allowing the children now to choose their sex. You don't identify. A friend of mine, she's a school teacher. She's saying that they're not allowed any longer to call them boys and girls. They identify them as like animals or something like that, like farm animals, like ducks and geese or something crazy like that. But this is where it's going to. And anything you say about that, about the way things were, you'll be looked at as strange if you try to or you have an EOK, equal opportunity case, or something on your hands for saying something as original as, hey, you're a boy or you're a girl. So I feel that's where it's going. Just my thoughts on it. You know, this neutrosis, I guess that's the actual term for it, as far as being a genderless person. So that's my thoughts on it. You know, I want to hear y'all comments, what y'all think. Maybe y'all got stories that I don't know about, but me just sitting back thinking, it's up early. Well, I've been thinking about, I meant to do this video yesterday, but got up early to knock this out just to get y'all thoughts on it, see what you guys have to say. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in again. Like, share, share with a friend, comment below, subscribe, follow me on social media. The links are in the description. Amazon as well, the link is in the description. Throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom. The link is in the description. All donations accepted. I'm still going to be branching out the channel. You got any ideas on topics you'd like me to do, feel free to email me those as well. And remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.